Good morning. Welcome to Northman's Morning Devotional with Gary and AJ. Grab your coffee and let's start off the day right.
Good morning and welcome to Northman Coaching's Coffee and Devotional with Gary and AJ. And I'm Gary. It's my good friend and co-host, AJ. Morning, brother.
Good morning, brother. How are you today?
I am very well. Today's good. It's beautiful out. I hear the birds. I don't see the sun yet, but I know it's coming. And I slept well.
There you go. It's always a
Yes.
good thing, brother.
So
All right. So today is If I Had Only Known.
this is actually, I just read these a minute ago and I'm excited.
If you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would ask him and he would have given you living water. John 4:10. So Lord, please, I have asked so many times before, but I am asking again. Please open my eyes to really see you. May I know you in every situation, including in crisis, that you are with me. Amen.
Amen.
That's
What'd you
God
get from
read.
that? So I can read mine, but this is all about, recognition. If she had known who he was, she would be asking him for water.
Yeah.
Versus he was asking her.
Yeah.
Which is also getting down on her level, which, I don't know, that's part of growing, I think.
Yeah. I would say 100%. I think you're absolutely right.
So, more on that? You want me to go ahead and read this? All right. So today is, be the man who defends his faith with respect. But in your hearts, in your hearts revere Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you, to give the reason for the hope that you have, but do this with gentleness and respect. And that's 1 Peter 3:15.
Yeah. So, I would say that always have that gentleness, always have that respect and decency, always come at a place without reaction.
Yes, response, absolutely.
Always
Agreed.
come at a place with response, which lots of times men don't do. I'm guilty of that, of course, myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, reacted many times in life, and reacting is never a good thing. It's not a good outcome. It's not a great feature of a man. Men should respond. And I think this is a perfect explanation of that, of how important that is,
Absolutely,
and to live like Christ, especially in those terms.
absolutely.
Yeah, these are. It's funny. These ones, I think, are the first in a while that don't seem to go together. Morning,
I
sir.
think they do, and I'm gonna explain it to you in 1 second. But with the
Yeah,
respect
go
and gentleness, it's funny because we spoke yesterday about respect and how it's got to be earned. It's not given because of whatever. It's because you're a man or whatever, because you lead the house or whatever. But it's got to be gentle. You have to earn that respect. And when people question you, you have to answer with gentleness. Like you can't just bark things out because you're the man. Explain things thoroughly, explain things politely, and that will earn more respect. And as
Right.
far as the, having a trouble with my brain right now. The response versus reacting thing. I wrote that book, the first 30 days, and that teaches you guys how to respond versus react during the first 30 days of divorce. And the more that this is not in the book, this is part of the after book. I rewrote it, I guess, but part of letting go and accepting what is, that is where response comes in. And you just said that, but it flows and it's natural. I found in the past few years, like I don't react to anything anymore. I just respond to whatever needs my attention. I respond. There's no more running around with my hair on fire and stuff. So it's good. It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Except for in the morning, I run around with my hair on fire a little bit, trying to find my 55-gallon drum coffee cup.
Yeah. Mine's not quite there. Mine's actually
So,
pretty.
and I think that this with both these passages, I think that I think a lot of men, to relate them to men's work and to the brotherhood. I think I know a lot of men are chasing or they're thirsty for that knowledge to be better than they were yesterday, but they don't know where to go. Do they go to the guy at the bar? Do they go to their dad? Do they go to the neighbor? Do they go to their wife? Oh my God. Think about it. I mean, how many times did you go to your wife to ask for advice to be better? Right? And did you go to the guy down the street? Yeah. It took you time. And now you found a brotherhood. And as this brotherhood develops, what's the next thing that happens? Now you're helping men because you've got the knowledge to help. And I think it's funny because I think every guy in the group is at a spot where he can help somebody. We need to get some new blood in that needs help, because we are itching to help. If you
Yeah.
guys are interested in the brotherhood, go to northmancoaching.com and check out all that we have to offer. If you want one-on-one coaching, want to join the brotherhood, you want to read the book I got, whatever, blogs, check it out, northmancoaching.com, guys. And if you like what you're seeing right now, like and subscribe. If you don't like what you see, like and subscribe. Disagree with what I have to say, what AJ has to say, leave a comment. I'll argue with you all day. I love that stuff. But bring it on. So what are your thoughts on how they relate? I mean, you said they didn't relate.
Yeah, I
Give
mean,
me what do you think?
I guess you are right. They respond versus not reacting and having that gentleness and respect as a man and living as Christ-like as possible. I mean, yeah, they absolutely do go together.
Well,
You're
what were
right.
you seeing earlier? Because I want to try and see that.
It's not, I don't know that it was something that I was seeing earlier. It was just thinking about more of, I don't know. I guess when I first looked at it, and I was thinking of, okay, if you knew the gift of God and who that is, and asked you for a drink, you would ask him, and he would have given you living water. And it's like, okay, so he would have given you exactly. He would have given you the best knowledge. He would have given you the best understanding. He would have given you, I don't know necessarily that he would have given you what you were asking for, but he would have given you what you needed. He would
Yes.
have given you that living need of what you actually needed in your life, not what you desired necessarily. And I didn't put the two of them together at that point, but it is because the idea of being prepared, to answer everyone who asks you, to give the reason for that hope that you have, but to do it with the gentleness and respect. You're absolutely right. I mean, the idea of that, of your passage is exactly on point. It's about it also goes right to responding versus reacting just the same. It's about having that gentleness in your heart and having that decency to have the respect, understand that respect is not something that you just get. Respect is something that you need to have inside of your heart. It's and practice it on a day-to-day basis. It's not something that you just wake up with and you receive respect. Respect is something that is earned, and Christ earned that respect. He
You
earned
think?
that through he did. He earned that through his walk in life. He earned that through his walk with his people, and he earned that in the life that he gave for all of his people or all of
Sure.
time. So
Yep.
yeah, I absolutely. Um, and I think you're right. I think a lot of men don't understand when they have questions in those aspects where to go, and we all go to the wrong places. I've even talked to people that have made the mistakes of going to their own children. Especially
Guilty.
guys that have adult children. But sometimes even with non-adult children, I know I've said things to my kids before. I've looked at my kids plenty of times, like, wow, this, ask them that. It's like, that's not the place that you want to be. And that's why having the brotherhood is so important. That's why to me, it is so important to have Jesus in your life. It's so important to have that relationship because I personally was very guilty of always finding myself into a place of isolation. And I ran to that place of isolation. And when you have Jesus, you never have isolation because he's always there and he's always in your heart and he's always working to better you. And believe it or not, some of the smallest things in life, people just go right past them. They don't even realize the significance of the fact that was Jesus literally throwing you a lifeline. He was literally throwing that out to you to be there for you, to help you, to let you know that he was there with you. And so many people just don't even understand that or realize it. And it's so sad to me, but he's still there doing it, even for people that don't have the slightest clue. And that's what the brotherhood is all about. It's just being there,
Yep.
being
So,
there.
okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But when you said like throw the lifeline, people, and we're gonna wrap up after this. We are hitting 12, but people want the answers right now. They want the answers to be wrapped up in a bow, not even wrapped. They just want the bow on it. This is the answer. You ask for things like that. Like I don't. Jesus will throw things out there and there's signs there. He doesn't give you what you want. He gives you the opportunity to seize that moment, So you find this group, it's not help. It's not going to help you until you join it, until you ask questions, until you open up. You find whatever you find on the street every day. Those are the opportunities that are given to you in order to make your life better. But you have to be looking. You have to be available, open, and ready to learn, ready to move, ready to grow. You can't just sit there and ask for the answers to land on your lap. They will never happen. So anyway, you guys check out the website. That's northmancoaching.com. Check out the Brotherhood. Check out my book. Check out AJ's beautiful face on YouTube and all stuff. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Sound
All right.
good?
Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Yep. Don't forget, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.